Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Simp to Pimp podcast. I am your host, Max, and we are on the next level, my friends. We are moving into new heights. This is going to be episode 12, and it is a special one. I have the most illustrious of quotes today that will really put us into the next level of where we are in terms of the Simpopoly that's going on. This is a quote from Stephen Covey. He is a world-renowned simp in all forms of life and is the worst type of person ever. He has a few books out about how terrible his life is, and this is an excerpt from one of his books. Our basic nature is to act and not be acted upon, as well as enabling us to choose our response to particular circumstances. This empowers us to create circumstances. What he is talking about here is the true simp versus pimp ideology. Our basic nature is to act and not be acted upon, and yet there are people who would prefer to be acted upon than to act. This is the entire dynamic shift of the circumstances and how people's basic nature is changing right in front of us as we progress and evolve our status. I can give you two real-world examples of why this is a change in scenery from previous thoughts and previous ways of living. First, we'd have to go into relationship dynamics and how they change and how people have changed because of these aforementioned perspective changes. First, we have the IQ disparity between pimps and simps. So as people become more simpy, more allowing yourself to be acted upon, your IQ disintegrates, as well as your quality of life and how you choose to live and how you want to live. This is all very obvious and can be seen quite easily as you continue your rabbit hole search for the ultimate truths and how you're looking at these simp ways. So becoming a simp and actually regressing yourself to these smooth-brained creatures that want to be acted upon all the time and beg for it, you lose your IQ, you lose your status, and you lose all things that are desirable as in a relationship by not standing your ground and becoming one with your self-actualized self that you need to be to build the pyramid to success. The other very obvious, much more obvious than even IQ testing, is the face fucking dynamic. If you are the one that is face fucking, then you are the one that is acting, and you're not being acted upon as somebody is fucking you in the face. You are being acted upon. So whoever in your relationship is fucking more in the face, you have ultimate dominion and control over the relationship. And it shouldn't even be a question of, oh, I need you to. There's no begging somebody to face fuck. They assume the position to be face fucked. You are just face fucking as it comes because they are so desperate for this. As a simp, you assume gratification and need them to be satisfied, and the only way they're thinking to be satisfied, you assume, is by fucking you in the face. These are very slow and progressive movements, but once you are into these positions and see these kinds of movements being made, there really is no explanation around it. You have to run the number. You don't really have to run too many more numbers to understand that this is a fight for your pimp certificate. If you want to pass all the tests and be that genius that everybody is hoping for and praying for and needing in this self-actualized time, then you need to be a master of your IQ and understand social dynamics of the relationships that you are holding and people you are surrounding yourself with, as well as fucking people's faces in the most simplest of times and degrees. Now, you may ask yourself, is it important for me to fuck her face? Is it important for anybody to fuck anybody's face? Is this dire and desperate? Does everybody have to be fucking faces? And the answer is, if you are not fucking faces in a relationship, it's not really a relationship. It just seems like two people who don't fucking understand anything about sexual desires and needs and satisfaction. So that is also a very huge thing. And if you're going to pretend like you don't know anything about that, you will end up being fucked in the face for eternity, figuratively, of course, because you won't be able to experience something so artful as that. That's all the time I have today. I have been booked nonstop with sessions and counseling sessions and helping people out, and my resistance numbers just keeps growing. And all I have to do is thank you guys for helping me on this journey to enlighten you all into the pimpocracy of the world. Thank you guys. Good luck.